Yeah, guys, today I will be telling you about St. Cloud Technical and Community College. I'm going to be sharing today about vocational school. If you've listened to me talk about vocational school, you see that is one of your best opportunity to migrate to developed countries like US, Canada, Australia, Portugal, Norway, Finland, and even Germany and other countries. So I'll be taking my time to describe and tell you the process which you need to use to apply to these vocational schools and how you can get a scholarship and tuition waiver and many other things that applies to it. The beautiful thing about it is that for vocational school, you can study and work, and it is guaranteed you're gonna get 100% employability. I mean, their employability is 100%, so you don't have to worry if you're gonna get a job after study or not, because it is certainty. So let's just go down and see what they've put down here. So you can see informations about essential information you can get, the programs you can actually do here, and which you can also see a degree and program, admission, tuition on aid, and stuff like that. But then if you come here, you're gonna see that they are offering program in business, IT, and education program, construction program, health science and nursing program, library art and transfer studies, manufacturing program, transportation program, all degrees and program. You can see them in their next tab. So they have degrees and certification options, and they also have program for high school students. So if you just left your high school, say high school, there are programs you can actually do. Okay, so these are all the programs which are currently associated with this school. So this is how you can apply information about the college, which is SCTCC, and stuff. So you may need to know how you can do your orientation, registration, and all that. So, well, I'll just go down to show you the things I have for you. You can explore the degree programs here, and you can see they've got auto body collision technology, liberal art and transfer. Just that's just a highlight section anyway. Don't worry, I'll take you through the programs. So you can see them. But this is what I want to show you: affordability, education, and free study tuition. So you could actually get free tuition, especially if you live in the US or in a certain area. You can also get an affordable education. So let me show you why this education is affordable. Now, look at this. Apply to SCTCC for free. You don't need to pay an application fee to apply, okay? It's always free. Tuition rate are frozen at 2022 to 23, level through 2025, which means until next year, you're not gonna be, they are not gonna increase the school fees, it's fixed. Okay? Then free tuition for all Minnesota students with a family adjusted gross income of about 80,000 through the North Star Premier Scholarship starting fall 2024. So if you are from or you live in Minnesota, you're not gonna pay school fees if your family income is less than 80,000 USD. And SCTCC scholarship is also available. Just you need to fill one application, and you're gonna be considered for all the scholarships which are available. So just one application form, then you can be considered for all the scholarship. Okay, you can see St. Cloud Technical and Community College, 6,124, Minnesota State University, 9,959. So you can just see all that. Okay, so those are the tuition fee depending on the campus we enroll in. Okay, yeah, so that is not an expensive amount to pay to study in the US because when I make this money working 20 hours a week, of course, you might be. I don't have to say how much hour, but as students, you can do 20 hours a week. I can actually make this money working 20 hours a week within a semester or two. So it's not a big deal. So you can apply for free by clicking the button where it's apply for free. You can also apply for financial aids. Okay. Yeah, there are aids which you can apply for. So you can see um, tuition and aids applying for financial aid. So you can hit up here to apply for financial aid. Okay. Yeah. So let's look at how to apply. And by the way, let's just look at the courses anyway. Let's say we choose transportation. We can see more details on the courses that are being done under transportation. You can see here they've got auto body collision technology, automotive service technician, medium, heavy, and truck technician. So those are courses which are being offered. So you can actually explore them to see. And if you go to manufacturing, I can look up the courses which have been offered under manufacturing, and you can see details like CNC and advanced machining, mechanical design and manufacturing certificate for continuing studies, mechanical design engineering technology, robotics and industrial controls, welding and fabrication. These are courses which have been offered under advanced manufacturing. So you can actually exploit those courses and see if anyone suits you. So let's look at business, IT, and education and see what courses they offer in this sector. You see, accounting, of course, different accounting, AAS diploma and other, and business. They've also got computing programming, culinary arts, education, farm business management, finance, information technology, cybersecurity and network administration, marketing and design, marketing sales management. So these are all the courses they offer in various, degree levels. So let's look at just, I want to explore this so that you can see if this is something you would like to do or that covers your interest. And that is the reason why I have to go through this courses. So I'm going to go through construction. Let's see what construction looks like. They've got courses in architectural, construction technology, carpentry, electrical construction technology, heating, air conditioning, and refrigeration, which is quite very, high skill, high sorted for land surveying, civil engineering, plumbing, and they've got water engineering technology. So I'll just go back and explore the rest. We've got liberal art. I would like to take health science class, liberal art, and transfer studies. So you can see a few courses there, a lot of them anyway. Associate of Arts, Biology Transfer Pathway, Coaching Certificate, Mathematics Transfer Pathway, Green Energy Certificate, Environmental Science, Minnesota Transfer Curriculum, Psychology Transfer Pathway, Spanish Transfer Pathway. So those are all what they've offered. And lastly, when I'll be looking at health science and nursing, which is very prestigious, a lot of people want to do things that related to caregiving and stuff like that. So you could say they offer cardiovascular technology, dental assistant, dental hygienist, health information technology and medical coding, health science broad field, nurse association, associate degree in nursing, paramedicine, practical nursing, sonography, surgical technology. So you can see these are all very beautiful courses which they are offering, and you can hit them up on your own if you think you is something you like. So you can apply, which I've always said is apply for free. So maybe let me just use the Slick. It's sweeter than just using apply. Yeah. So it brings me to admission apply to SCTCC. And what I'm gonna do is say it's boldly written, no application fee. Applying to SCTCC is now free all the time. It wasn't free previously, but for some reasons they realized that sometimes it's quite difficult for people to do the application because they find it difficult to pay a small amount of money. So they made it free. So, guy, if you're an international student, so this may be the best way for you to hit up to get information. If you're a resident of a country outside of this, you can hit up to see information that will help you to apply for this program. Yeah, so you can see international students. St. Cloud Technical and Community College welcomes application from students around the world. So it's not like you can't, people will tell you, oh, come on, I think this for US alone and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm gonna take you through the requirement, but before I do that, so this is where you can hit up to apply online. So I will come back to this anyway. So let's see. And should you want to get this done in your language, you can actually translate this. And if you have questions, you want to read them, you can write this email international admission at sctcc.edu, and this will give you the opportunity to reach out to them directly. So, um, just let's look at this required admission item. So application deadlines, financial requirement, English language processes. So look at this. Now when we go to the checklist for admission item, you see that they need you to complete this online application form. And you also need to read initial and sign international student agreement because you need to show that you are really um, ready, okay, to you're really ready to study in the US. You're not gonna just come to the US and gallivant and do some stuff. So then you need to have a completed financial responsibility form. You need to fill it up and complete it. Then the next thing is your current official bank statement showing sufficient fund to cover your educational, living, health insurance, and transportation expenses. You also need to complete supplementary information form which shows some informations, including your relatives and stuff like that they would want to have about you. You must have a completed secondary school education. That is the minimal. So you will be showing a transcript in English indicating completion, graduation, and or or equivalent. So maybe if you have a HND or an ND or a diploma, those will all be accepted. Okay. For proof of English language, you will need a TOEFL for of at least 61 minimal score is required, and none of them should be less than 15 on reading, writing, listening, and listening subscores. You must get at least 15 any of those ones. Then alternatively, you could use IELTS, which you should have at least minimal score of 5.5. And the beautiful thing is that they accept Duolingo, which is you need to get at least 90 or higher. The beautiful thing is this is quite easy to get. It's faster and I think cheaper to get Duolingo. So it's a good thing they do accept Duolingo. Applicants with Canadian citizenship are exempted from English language requirements. So if you got citizenship in Canada, you don't need to write an English language requirement. Yeah, so yeah, for transfer students, there are more information you may want to get, like you have to fill the international transfer student form. But I mean, this is gonna be happening rarely, so I'm not gonna waste time to talk about it. Now, look at if you're going to be accompanied by your spouse or children, you will need to complete an F2 dependent form so they can issue additional I-20 for each dependent, okay, for you to be able to apply for your children and for your family to come to the US with you while studying. Um, you also need to check out this link, okay, for more information about the F2 dependent because there are very specific informations there. Like, for example, it has to be your direct dependent. They don't have to be 21 years of age and a number of things you need to know. So these are all very important for you to know, for you to be able to achieve this. So let's look at the application deadline because that's quite important to see. So we know when to apply and when it's already late. So for first semester, new students should apply by July 1st, and transfer students can actually apply by August 1st, no problem. And for spring semester, new students should apply by November 1st at most, and transfer can actually do it at December 1st. So that is about the deadline. And for financial requirement, which is quite what most of you wants to hear, I'm gonna just say a few things about it. So if you look at this, the government requires this school to examine the financial documents of F1 students to ensure the financial support is sufficient to issue an I-20 actually. And an international student, will need to show official proof of sufficient form to cover tuition fee and other fees, books and supplementary supplies, and room boarding, health insurance, and if you're coming with your partners your spouse and children, you also need to show you have this fund which is good enough to take care of them. Okay, so this is gonna be proved by your bank statement, and the fund need to be on original bank letterhead stationery, with a signature of the bank, you know, an official ink and stamp, you know. So this is what they need. Okay, so if you do a photocopy, it has to be stamped. Okay, but if it's not a photocopy, even a signature may be fine. And they should be fast scanned copy and notarized copy and photocopies without the original stamp signature are not going to be accepted. So if you just send them stuffs without the original stamp and signature, it's not going to be accepted. So you must make sure it is um, you know legal enough. So that's why you could notarize it before you send it. And birth certificate must not be dated more than 3 months prior to the date. So they want to ensure that it is current, okay? And it must be in English if you are not listening from an English speaking country. So for the I-20 visa requirements, if you are a citizen of a country other than US, you are required to get a student visa to study in US. So Canadian students actually do not need a visa, but they do need a passport and I-20 and DS 2019 to enter the US as a student. So degree seeking students will be issued an I-20 document and will need to obtain an F1 visa. So you can actually go to the website to see more information about the I-20 visa, okay, and form. Yeah, so this step one schedule is to schedule a visa appointment. Step two is to pay this service I-90 I fees, one fees, and then the next thing is to book your travel to the United States. So those are the stages where this is gonna be done. So paying for the college, you can actually pay by yourself. You can also get scholarship, and you can get employment, and you can get financial aid. So this is why it is affordable. You can get scholarship. There are a lot of scholarship. I'm gonna show you this scholarship. But you're gonna do it just in one application. Hit one application and you can just go here and see all the information about the scholarship. Maybe I'll just take you here before we continue. So if you hit up here, I'm gonna see the student scholarship. You're gonna see 3,000, 300,000 students, okay, foundation award over $300,000 in scholarship. They give over $300,000 scholarship in the year 2023, and 450 students receive foundation scholarship in 2023. So you can imagine that's a lot of money they're gonna receive, and over 100 scholarship available to SCTCC students with one application. So in one application, you can access 100 scholarships. So why would you not get out of this 100 even two or three scholarship or not a minimal one? So it means that this is affordable. There are a lot of scholarship looking for people to come to study. Then there are more, things that could help you. They've got the VEST Robotics Online application, Women in STEM scholarship, all SCTCC scholarship, and a number of other scholarships. I'm not gonna go through all of them, but if you're a woman, it means you have an advantage too. Okay, it means you are having an advantage. So I'll just come back to this page and look at employment. Job are limited on campus, and most students attend college for at least a year before being able to secure employment. So employment is not really like a fast thing, where it's limited on campus, but you can work actually outside of campus. And financial aid, international are not eligible for financial aid, so you just need a scholarship if you're an international student, since you won't be able to have access financial aid. So I would like to come back to how to apply. I think I've done that already. Let me just go back and see how I got here. Yeah, international student. That's how I got here. So they've shown us that international student can apply. So you just hit apply online now. Then you will see information that will help you to create your account if you're a new student. But if you already have created an account or candidate rather, you should start by logging in and filling out the application forms. These are instructions on filling out the application form, things you may want to know ahead of time. So you can actually read them through and take care of that. So guys, I think this school is a very wonderful school if you ask me, and it looks like a place one could get the best of it all. I've really seen comments of people who I passed through the St. Cloud Technical and Community College, and there are good rating for it, and they've got a lot of financial aids which you could actually access, and that's one of the reasons why I think this is one of the best vocational school you can ever think of in 2024 and 2025. So the next I would like to show you is a vocational school in Latvia, and this is P. Stratnius Medical College of the University of Latvia, and you can see their contact and both their phone number and their email. So, should you want to contact them, then that's fine. Or on Facebook or on YouTube, you can check them out. And one of the program which they do as vocational program is social care, and I would like to show you this. So, qualification is social care worker, and the code of the program is this, and the length of study is 2 years, and is 120 credit law score, and studies on budget resource program by the state. These are all you need to see is level of education, social cycle of depression and higher education, and studies take place in this location in Latvia. Mode of studies full-time studies, so it's present physical studies, previous education, secondary school at least you should have. Okay, yeah, that's great. So this is all you need to do. Know, which means if you have secondary school, you can actually hit up and do this program in Latvia, and you can see the description of specialty, social care worker plans, social care services to persons unable to take care of themselves and provide for their basic needs due to their age or health condition in accordance with wishes and needs expressed by the clients, determines the necessity of social care, complex or separate services, blah, blah, blah. So you can read them up and see, and the main professional tasks of a social care worker, what this was just looks like. Because you may say, I don't know what this is. For those who are still new to this, you can see they perform evaluation of basic needs of each client to identify clients' self-care abilities, diagnosticate lack of basic need, and evaluate the necessity of social care services, to plan and organize social care service need by the client, to determine volume of social care service, person involved, to introduce the client with stipulation for receiving said service, to create an individual's social care plan in collaboration with the client, to set the goal and tags for social care, blah, blah, blah. So you can see all the tags here. Okay, let me just skip. And this goal of the program, um, practical realization of the study program, I will just skip. Study course to be acquired. The study course program offers a chance to acquire general education, vocational training, and professional study courses. And you can see the breakdown here. Okay, yeah, and there are collaboration partners. You can just see more details here. Sorry, I just have to wrap it up so quickly and other. So, and for the possibility in labor market, which you may be asking yourself, services of social care workers are high demand in labor market. Graduate can choose a specific field of social care for a definite target group: children, seniors, persons with disability, AG, and um, specialize in it. So you can actually do that. And there are a lot of jobs for social care workers across the globe. If you want, you can hit it up, check out on internet about social care workers, and then you would be seeing information about, you know, this. You see that there are a lot of opportunity which are all there for social care workers. So if you check this out and you think it's something you want to do, then you can just go and send an email to this team and ask to tell them that you want to apply for this, and they will send you a feedback with the application link. Then you can complete application, and the study is actually not so expensive. And you also ask them, they will give you all information, even including the school fees. If you have money to call them, that's fine. You can just hit them up, but be sure to check the time in Latvia to say that you're not calling at midnight when no one is going to take the call. So, guys, I'm going to take you to the next program where I would like you to also pay attention. Thanks. So, the next vocational institution I want to introduce to you is SEDU. SEDU is one of the schools in Finland, and they offer a wide selection of training options. And some of them are in Finnish language and some are in English. And it all depends on which course you want to apply. The application period and selection criteria are determined by the institution. So admission criteria are the same for all applicants. Okay. Yeah. For applicant whose native language is not Finnish, a guide language test is organized as part of the student selection process. Yeah, and it all depends on what course you're applying and when it is open. So once the course is open, you're able to apply. So, but SEDO offer the following vocational qualification mainly taught in English. As a vocational qualification in social and healthcare practice nurse, it is offered in English. Um, Further qualification in food industry is also offered in English. Okay, yeah. For this, no intake in 2025. Next start is fall of 2025 as an education aimed at people with an immigrant background. Okay, language of instruction in education is Finnish, but then for these ones, you can do in English. Okay, yeah, and further qualification in food industry. Apprenticeship continuous application year round. So this every time you can apply. Even now you can just hit up and apply, but this should be open for um, fall 2025. Okay, which means you still have a couple of months. Okay, for you to apply. So if you hit up here to see application for this, you can further qualification in the food industry apprenticeship. So you can just check it out and see food industry examination apprenticeships 120 students continuous search. So there's a lot 120 students. So means there are great chances. Okay, and who is this for? The further qualification for the industry is intended to people who work in different sector of food industry, either in the meat or food industry. So if you already are in this industry, then this for you because it's an advanced study. Okay, yeah, and a requirement for the apprenticeship training is that you have a suitable job in the food sector where you work on average at least 25 hours a week in tasks corresponding to the criteria of the qualification. When signing the apprenticeship, we also ensure that you can study the tax requirement in the qualification criteria and that you will receive appropriate guidance at the workplace by the workplace instructor. What you get, someone completing the further qualification food industry has extensive skills in their sector of their food industry and the necessary requirement to maintain and develop their own operations. They are also they also have the capacity and ability to modify and apply their skills independently in both changing situation and operational environment. So this is what you get an application and student selection. This is what it looks like. Discuss the possibility of apprenticeship with your employer well in advance and the start of the training and the contact schedule of this is a contact number for this program. Okay, yeah. So and once you've gone through this to get all the details, then you can actually hit up here. So all you need to do is to hit this link and start your application. Okay. Yeah. So these are more information you may need to know. For this training is performed by apprenticeship. For this training, when performed by apprenticeship, is free of charge. Okay. Yeah, that's great. So what is good to know? So you demonstrate your skill and at the workplace in doing genuine work tasks. Your skill are assessed by a representative of the training provider and working life representative. You use the computer, sorry, your use of a computer is designed in online studies, but the tasks can also be performed without a computer. A smartphone is a useful addition to the training, but it is not compulsory. In studying the form, learning environment is used and we use Microsoft Team for online discussions. So that's information you need to know. So you can see the content for this program. Yeah, these are the content. All you need to do. So guys, this is about this school, and you can give it a shot. Probably this can take you to Europe, can take you to Finland, and from there you can explore. So I'm gonna stop here for this for Sedu, and